everybody, we are back with another review, and today we are checking out this extremely old 6-button arcade stick from Sega for the Sega Genesis. And this is a really awesome controller, so without further ado, let's hop right into it. So this is the exact same one that I did have when I was a child, and I did have the Sega Genesis when I was playing Sonic and all the other games that were on the Sega platform, and this was something that I definitely enjoyed using as a child. Now, I did love the fact of Sega never had a problem with short cords, neither did Nintendo at the time either, honestly, but it had a nice 6-foot long cord. You got your Sega end plug right there. And the unit itself is made from extremely heavy plastic. The bottom is metal. It's got a really nice heavy base to it. It does have some real nice weight, so it's something that you could set on your lap or set on a table and not have to worry about it moving when you're furiously going through the motions here. Let's check out some of the features of this, but before we do that, let's look at the body. So the body of this has a real nice slope here, which has a nice rest right there where you can rest your palm as you get on the joystick. And on this side it has a nice ergonomic tilt for the buttons, so you could be like this and you have access to everything. The Megafire for each button, the buttons themselves, it's ergonomically set up perfectly. So the ball itself is pretty decent. It's not quite the size of a car shifter, but also not quite the size of a pool ball, but it's a perfect size for you to be able to manipulate and maneuver in regards to gameplay. Super stiff, no play in regards to it going down. It just goes in a circular direction and goes in the direction you want it to go. So that just shows me that this one hasn't been worn too much. You can see a little bit of a white dust down in there. That could obviously be dust, but most likely that's plastic shavings from the wear and tear from this being used. And so I do like the grip and the feel of the joystick on this particular tabletop unit. And the buttons themselves are large, but they're separated out at a really nice distance, so you don't have to worry about having an issue if you're an adult or a child dealing with operating this particular joystick. You don't have to worry about any of that. And they're also not far from each other going vertically. You can literally leave your hand in one spot and reach these no matter what. Now, in regards to the top functions here, where we have the Megafire speed, this is where you adjust the Megafire for these particular buttons. We got your mode select right here. We have the start button, and we got the select 3 or 6. So this is basically letting you select either the 3 buttons, the ABC, or you can set it for 6 buttons if you were to use this, for example, on something like the Sonic & Knuckles or like a 32X game or something. You could use this. I don't know if I'd recommend using it for something like Doom or something like that, but maybe Knuckles Chaotix would be neat. But anyway, this allows you to swap functioning between 3 and 6 button. So that, and then right here you have your toggles for each button and the Megafire. So, or the rapid fire, but they call it a Megafire. So I really like this joystick. I couldn't give it a better review. It's one of my favorite accessories for the Sega Genesis besides the Game Genie that came out. And well, I guess and the 32X, that was technically an accessory, even though it should have been a console itself. That's neither here nor there. But this Sega joystick was definitely something that was built the way that it should have been for kids when it was originally released. This is something that nowadays it almost seems like they would have to go through a trial period before they got this right. But Sega got this right the first time through, and that was what I was used to when I was a kid, having toys and products like this, which is another reason why I do these retro reviews, because a lot of times you're reviewing something that's actually legit. It's not something that's needs to be reworked, or it's on version 1 and it needs 10 versions to be perfect. This is just perfect right off the bat. So couldn't give this a better review. And if you remember playing with one of these, or you have a favorite joystick that you used to like to use, especially for Genesis, let us know in the comments below. And you want more content like this, subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Everyone else, have a great rest of your day.